Hi guys, it's Sam here, and in this week's video, I will be talking about how to keep your marketing simple. Well, it's uh, it's an interesting one because a lot of us, I talk to a lot of different business owners, and especially if they've worked with a marketing agency or they've worked with different people at different levels, they try to copy the models of people who are at very advanced stages. As a consequence of that, they don't see any traction, but they end up spending a lot of time doing things that actually don't get them winning clients or even delivering a service they want to deliver because they're trying to overcomplicate what they are trying to do. So that's what today's talk's all about. There's a mini guide that goes with this. If you haven't still got it, type in the word guide in the comments below, and I'll make sure you get hold of this small PDF. But it kind of gets to the point of why a lot of businesses are failing out there as a direct result of complicating their marketing efforts and what you should do instead. Okay, so there are essentially two types of marketing. These are two types of traditional marketing. The first one is all about people used to make a product and used to go out to the market to sell it. This is called nothing but push marketing, pushing a product out. The second one came as a backup, which was that you will identify your ideal market, you will survey them, then you will create a product based on what's missing in this ideal client's life, and then you will push the product out to this ICA or ideal client avatar. This is called pull marketing. So both push and pull marketing is seen as traditional marketing, especially as we are moving forward in terms of the digital marketing front and what's been happening in the world out there. One thing that changes, that removes the push and pull away, is because the client is never at the heart of this. We are essentially pushing each time a certain product on them. How about if there was a way that you actually design the product with client at the heart of it, and whatever you create has the stability, the maturity, and the flexibility for it to adapt to whatever the client's needs is. That's what marketing or the work is all about. And this is what I will discuss with you today in this video. A lot of people waste a lot of time on getting this wrong. They get this wrong, they create a product or they serve their ideal clients, then they create a product. As a result of push and pull of these marketing strategies, they waste a lot of time doing things that are way too complicated as compared to where they are right now. They keep changing their front end, or their offer keeps on changing purely because nothing is really stable, and they're testing the waters continuously because nothing's really working out. As a consequence of that, you are seen as directionless. This doesn't seem to have any specific direction to what you're doing. And as a consequence, your business turns out to be nothing more than a hobby. It's not a real, genuine business. What we plan to do instead is we plan to actually look at simplifying what you're trying to do in marketing rather than complicating it. And the simple way of doing things is actually to be able to articulate your message, your positioning, and your genius in a way that people can understand it through your content. Okay, that's as simple as it gets. If you do that right, your prospects will seek out for you to help them purely because they understand what you have to say and what you have to do for them. You will build better credibility and authority in what you're doing. And as a consequence of that, you will be seen as someone who's at the top of their game. Well, your value rises. You become a thought leader. You become even better than where they are at, and you lift them up, your clients up, to get to the results they are looking for. Quick shout out to Anne. She's a voice and presentation actor, artist, coach. She's been going for a while, and by changing some of the things that I'm going to show you today, and by helping her understand her intuitive genius, she was able to increase her conversions up to 70%. So she was converting 7 out of 10 people she will speak to just by creating these certain changes in the way you look at it, in the way you unpack your modeling, unpack your marketing, and how you simplify your message. Okay, so here's the key principles. The first one, I want you to understand that your prospects are not your ideal clients. Your prospects, they're not just stuck at one level that they have a problem. They're stuck at multiple levels. What are those multiple levels? Now think about myself. Now in my world, my ideal clients are stuck at one of the 4 different levels. They might have gone through these levels, or they might land up in that level. So the first level could be they see the problem, but they ignore it. The second level is they see the problem and they're looking for a solution. The third level is that they see the problem, they're trying different options, but it's a bit of a hit and miss. They're not sure about what's working, what's not working. And right at the bottom of the funnel, they've tried and failed, and they're fed up because they're looking for results. So people can come to work with me at any of these four levels, really. They don't have to be right at the bottom that they've tried everything, they failed, and now they're looking for someone to help them out. They can even come right at the beginning when they know there is a problem and they need help. They know there is a problem and they've been ignoring it, but they rather not. They rather get their systems right in the first place. So there are multiple levels your prospects, your ideal clients at. Your marketing needs to be so simple that it appeals to people at all levels, wherever they are at. As long as that match your ideal client profile, it doesn't matter where they are at. Your marketing needs to match their level. The second part is when you talk to people, you need to learn to go 2 layers deeper. Now, this is a concept done by Rich Litvin. I don't know if you know that, but it's a fascinating concept. But I'm going to take you a little deeper into the insight. At a superficial level, you are only offering a specific service or a product. When you offer a specific service or a product, you are seeing as nothing more than a transactional. But when you go a layer deeper, when you actually talk about the promise of what your offering is, or what it will do, or how it will help them achieve, they start to see that this is transformational and not just a transactional level service. But when you go to a layer even deeper, that the question then becomes is, how will life look like if you get all these results that you're looking for? What that big change looks like. So you already show them that they've gone past the stage of understanding the problem, resolving the issues. Now the problems are resolved. Okay, how does life look like right now? What's the consequence of fixing that? That's the second layer of depth you need to take your prospects go through. When you help, your marketing helps them see that second layer of depth, they are more than likely to say yes to your vision or the impact that you're making through your promise, rather than staying at a superficial level and only doing a transactional service. Because when they pay you for something and you deliver something, chances are it's not everlasting. Our job is to create an everlasting impact. So these people go and talk about us to all other people, also come back to get more from us. So always go 2 layers deeper by asking the right questions, and also by knowing what's your level 1 depth and what's your level 2 depth, where you need to take your clients to. Go deep to dig all the fuel that's hidden underneath, right? So based on that, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to unpack my own IP here. And the way I'm going to do that is helping you understand that if we are looking at, let's just test if this works. If we are looking for you to be at the center, your ideal clients to be at the heart of the work that we do, you are the actual hero of your own journey. It's not me, it's you. I'm only there to facilitate the process of making you the hero. That being the case, in my world, I believe that all your business problems can be resolved by 3 major things. These 3 things are genius psychology, power strategies, and practical technology. Okay, so that's the psyche piece, that's the strategy part, and that's the tech part. I believe that most of your problems of earning more money, getting more clients, enjoying more free time can be resolved by utilizing these 3 key areas. The reason for that is, in order for you to be the hero in your own journey, you need to go from the place of doing something from your ego to the place of wisdom, where you are seen as the one who knows what they're talking about. Someone who's calm, someone who's powerful, someone who's simple, and yet someone who's credible. That's why we use the psychology part first. The second part is using strategies allow you to take the pressure away from you and turns that pressure into having a presence that you are known for. And finally, we use the tech, which is seen as very complex, into something which is simple. Right? So think about it. If I was to connect the dots here, what are the 3 things we're trying to achieve? If the person becomes wise and present, if the person becomes present and simple, and if the present person becomes simple and wise, What does that lead to? Well, that leads to one, you become an influencer. Second, you become credible. And third, you're seen as mature. This is a definition of someone who's a hero in their own stories. They can influence, they are seen as credible, and they are seen as mature enough because they're wise to make good decisions. The way we do that, the way we unfold this IP or unfold this genius that is sitting around or underneath, is by helping you master the 9 capabilities around it that no one else can do better than you. In psychology, the first part is, well, unpacking your IP, which is unpacking your intellectual property, because your genius level is hidden within your head. We need to open it up in a way and present it to our clients that they can understand and see the value and buy from it. That's where the second part is all about getting the message right. And the final part is about your positioning. With a combination of these things, we nail we take you from the ego part that is serving at lower levels to a wisdom part that is helping the person move forward. Then comes the strategy part. And the strategy part covers client attraction areas, client conversion areas, and client delivery areas. All areas that allow you to attract people towards you and your brand, the strategies behind it, how do you convert them, and finally, how do you deliver something that you promise you can deliver? Okay. And the technology part comes from 3 areas of what your web presence is like. How do you tackle search engine optimization from the place of using all the search engines out there? And finally, have you mastered the art of email marketing? These 3 things are built on the tech platforms. Now, in my world, I believe that if you have mastered these 9 capabilities in your own way, you've unpacked this whole genius in your own language, in your own way, these 9 areas, you're seen as influence, you can influence, you are credible, and you're mature enough to be able to attract more and more people towards you. This is as simple as marketing can get. I can break these models into so many different ways to show you how you can use the same strategies in your own world to bring more people to come and talk to you and convert. These are the ways we unpack your own intellectual property into something that is presentable, visual, and also connects with your audience to create value. Okay. Once again, guys, I have a small mini guide here on about how you can keep your marketing simple to stop your business from failing. It's only 5 pages long. Type in the word mini guide or guide and I'll make sure you have it. It's worth reading because it allows you to think outside the box. So with that in mind, guys, I would like to invite you to come and have a one-to-one with me. If there's anything I said that resonates with you and you are struggling with because you are overcomplicating everything, you're trying 100 of different things, not working out, maybe we need to go to the basics of marketing rather than trying overcomplicating stuff or using marketing agencies to try complicated stuff when you can't even afford to have 1 or 2 customers under your belt. That's me, guys. Sam, keeping marketing simple. Bye for now.